Nation.
No need to look any further, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation. So don't change your channel, you chose the right station. You're now tuning in with Mr. Cowboy Nation for all your latest sport reports across the nation. No need to look any further, you chose the right station.
Fighting!
Mr. Cowboy
Under the
Nation.
blue corner. 85 foot, 8 inches tall.
Ready to go,
Weighing
man.
in at a slim, trim 195 pounds. Hail from Memphis, Tennessee. He is the reigning, defending heavyweight champion of the world. Stand to your feet and acknowledge him, the Black Nature Boy, Mr. Cowboy Nation.
Yes, sir. Ski one more time for my people in the back of that thing, man.
Nation.
Yeah, Joe. I see you, Joe. I see you. What's up, Joe? You already in here. All right, let's get to it, man. I'm sorry, I'm so rude. I'm happy to be back. I'm sorry. How y'all doing? I'm happy to be back. All right, so let's get to it. Welcome to Let's Talk Football with your host, Mr. Cowboy Nation. I am your host, Mr. Cowboy Nation. I'm sorry I forgot to put this up on the page. Let's Talk Football, Mr. Cowboy Nation. All right, there you go. All right, so Let's Talk Football, Mr. Cowboy Nation is brought to you by Snap Pick Productions, right? We got a YouTube channel, Mr. Cowboy Nation. Facebook page solely dedicated to the show. Let's Talk Football, Mr. Cowboy Nation. IG _ Mr. Cowboy Nation _ all of these ways you can keep up with the show and all things football, right? So feel free to like and subscribe to either or all of those. We, either way we good. Cash App donations. You're gonna see the producer drop the Cash App tag on the front of this desk. Any amount is, welcomed and appreciated. Appreciate you. All right. We're available wherever you get your podcast. My personal favorite being Spotify. The reason my personal favorite is Spotify is when you go in there and search for it, right, you got to type in Let's Talk Football with Mr. Cowboy Nation. So that Mr. Cowboy Nation is very important because there are a lot of Let's Talk Footballs, but there's only one Let's Talk Football, Mr. Cowboy Nation. Can you dig that? All right, let me quit playing. Let's get to it. I've been gone for a minute. Let's get to it. Get the people who they can't see this evening. Come on, y'all. There go. Yeah. Petty Pendergrass. It's in the field. Let's go, man. All right, so we got a couple people to run through right quick. Let's go ahead and start with the obvious. Ryan Day, come on down here and see me. Ryan Day can't beat the Michigan Wolverines to save his damn life. It seems like no matter how bad the Wolverines are, they got a guaranteed win when they see Ryan Day. It's like how you number 2 in the nation, right? Just beat the brakes off Indiana. Indiana was looking like a legit team. You go in there and just show everybody maybe Indiana don't belong in the play, right? All you got to do is beat Michigan, shoe in, for show in, right? Nah, wrong. Couldn't do it. Right there, you might be fired, man. Which is gonna be crazy. Like, you've done all this winning, got this great record, right? You're probably gonna end up in the college. They're probably gonna find a way to sweep that on the road and get you in the college playoffs anyway. But you just can't be like that's bad, bro. Like, you might get fired. Even despite all your success, you might get fired because you can't win the one game. That's pretty much a must win for them. Like, you can't beat Michigan, dude. You are of no use to those people. All right, so Ryan Day, come on down here and see me and get on out of the way so I can get to where I'm really here. All right, so next, I got old iced out Kirk. Kirk Cousins, come on down here and see me. I gotta pull these numbers up. All right, so Kirk Cousins, you like that? If I'm not mistaken, through 4 picks, I'm trying to see how many of those picks were pick sixes. Because I'm almost certain one of them was a pick six, right? So just pick after pick after pick after pick. I was kind of like on the fence between him and Jameis Winston. I almost brought both of them over here, but I'm gonna give old Jameis a pass. Because Jameis has turned Cleveland around. But old Kirk, we knew this was coming from you, Kirk. Yeah, we knew. We all knew. We was like, Atlanta, I'm telling you something else. They y'all $100 million about ran out too. Y'all, this the Kirk Cousins y'all to pay for. Oh man, I guess that Penny's pick wasn't so bad after all, huh? All right, I'm trying to find the box score. I'm find this cat numbers, y'all. Find this cat numbers. All right, Falcons. Did you know I like them? 245 yards, 0 touchdowns, 4 pickaroonies. So if anybody out there can help me, and tell me, how many other picks were pick six, I'm trying to find it. I should have already had this information. Oh my God. I already had this information. Oh no. Okay, there you go. All right, I already had this information up there. You go. It says 4 picks there. Let me go to the Chargers defense and see who had a touchdown. Interception. Pass defender. It don't say. Oh man, it don't say. Oh man. Well, I know for one, what's this, Steele, that 66 yard, I knew that one for sure. So at least 1 pick. So we'll say 1 pick six, which is enough because it was a 4-point game, and you threw a pick six, which directly is, the difference in the game. Y'all remember when Kirk Cousins, they was, oh man, Kirk Cousins doing such a great job. Boy, how dumb is Atlanta for drafting Michael Penix Jr. in the first round? Yeah. Oh man, why would you draft for Michael Penix Jr. and you got Kirk Cousins? I guess we see now, right? Now we got some people calling for Michael Penix. Go on, bring Michael Penix. It's terrible. It's terrible. Oh my Kirk. All right, so Kirk, come on down and see me, so I get to where I'm really here. Blind Joker. All right, so he's one of them. I really just kind of rushed the first two out the way. This is really what I really want to talk about. I really could have just did this team and did the whole segment. New York Giants as a team, a fan base, an organization, just all together. Come on down here. See, New York, we got some stuff. We got some stuff to talk about. New York. All right, so let's start off with Thanksgiving. The Dallas Cowboys couldn't beat the egg at home all year, right? It come to New York Giants. Not only did the Cowboys win, but it was 27-10 at one point. Teetering on being a blowout. but we'll leave that alone for now. McKinley, that plays for the Green Bay Packers. Xavier McKinley, if I'm not mistaken, that's his name. 7 picks on the year. Either he leads the league in picks or he's tied for lead in picks. He has 7 picks. The New York Giants, as a football team, got only 1. Yep, they only got 1 pick for the whole year. The whole entire team, everybody on defense, put together 1 pick. Right? Why this dude got 7 in Green Bay. And Saquon Barkley, we're not going to talk about it. Let's talk about Saquon. Saquon Barkley, you remember Saquon, right? You remember Saquon, the guy who was pretty much their whole offense. You know what I'm saying? The guy that's pretty much their whole offense. Yeah, decide, hey, we're gonna let you leave, and we're gonna pay Daniel Jones $40 million a year. finna say that again. Yeah, we know you pretty much been, the whole offense. We know that. We know you pretty much been the whole offense. But we gonna let you roll, and we gonna pay Daniel Jones $40 million a year. Yeah, that's what we gonna do right there. So, 13 weeks into the season, they cut Daniel Jones because it just wasn't quite working out because he was trash like we all knew. Meanwhile, Saquon Barkley's in the MVP conversation. You can't make this up. So, the one guy on defense you let go, right? The one guy on defense you let go is probably going to make the Pro Bowl because he's leading the league in picks. And the other guy you decided to let go is having an all-pro season and probably going to be the first running back to win MVP in a long time. And on top of this, going to put a stop to this devalue in the running back position the owner's been trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So, for that reason, I hope Saquon wins it. Because I think what they're doing to the running backs is not cool. So if Saquon wins MVP, you got to pay the running backs again. The Giants look even dumber than what they already did, right? Just everybody's rooting for Saquon to win MVP. So go Saquon, go. New York Giants, come on down here, see me. It's an old saying, right? Whenever you think you got it bad, it's somebody out there that got it worse than you. And by God, the New York Giants are it. The New York Giants are it. They are it. They are that team that makes me feel so much better. Because I could look, I said, well, you know what? I guess it could be worse. I guess it could be worse. We could be paying, paying the guy. We could be paying the guy, $40 million to get cut. We could be doing that, right? Or we could let the guy go. They got, they went someone that had 7 picks and the whole team got 1. Or we could let the future MVP go, right? Then this the trip part. You let Saquon go to somebody in the division. How dumb is that? How dumb is that? You let him go to somebody in the division. Oh my, New York, man. Like I said, we'll never have to worry about being last place as long as the New York Giants are in the NFC East. Thank you, New York. Thank you. Y'all are doing a bang-up job for it. All right, so let me get a break into action. Get a word from our sponsor, get myself together. We'll be right back.
Introducing SnapX Podcast Network. Give your voice a platform through podcasting. If you're thinking about starting a podcast or already have one, let us help you. Contact us when you're ready at www.snapxpodcast.com. That's www.snapxpodcast.com. The SnapX Podcast Network.
That big dummy. My boy Joe said, Fred Samples probably saying to the New York Giants, you big dummy. Yeah, that's definitely you big dummy moment. All right, so question of the day. Cowboys holding on to their last wild card spot by a finger. Well, we gonna get into it. I'm gonna do my state of the Cowboys since they, trying to compete again. I had boycotted them for a minute. But they trying to compete again. They said they sorry. So we back cool. If they beat the Bengals, I might start back buying Cowboys gear again. Right? So this week's the question of the day. So the question of the day for this episode is goes as follows. What's the hit on Trevor Lawrence dirty? The linebacker that hit him got suspended for 3 games. They said they cited his history. He got a track record of, teetering on that line. So if y'all not familiar, this same cat that tried to choke slam Tom Brady the last year he was in Tampa and he was playing for San Francisco that year. Y'all remember the San Francisco linebacker that tried to choke slam him. So if you didn't see the hit, we got the video footage. So here's the hit. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think this hit's dirty or what? Let's go check that clip out.
Get to the sideline so you can go up the tunnel and get off the field.
And you're going to see it again.
I mean, this is just everything. Shoulder. He's in the sliding posture.
Yeah. Now
There's a
this the
launch.
angle right here. Check this out. Wow. I'm talking
You
about
raise the
forearm
forearm.
to
You
the
go to the
neck.
head and neck area.
Yeah, bro.
A horrible looking play in Jacksonville. Azeez Al-Shaair
There's an
Yeah, bro. That look a little dirty to me. That look a little dirty to me. And it should have been an all-out brawl after that. Somebody need a hand slay on, because I understand Trevor Lawrence got down late. And QBs do, they play with fire when they try to get down late. But you could have went over the top of him. Like you could have went on over the top. You put your forearm out there, made sure you catch him in the head, neck area, and knock him out. It looked bad to me. I'm with it, bro. You know you can't hit these quarterbacks, especially that you can't. That's uncalled for, right? So some of the stuff, I feel like they baby the QBs with the roughing the passer calls, but that one right there, like that's a rule I'm all for, right? So I'm with the league on them. I feel like there was a dirty hit. The suspension was definitely warranted, right? All right, so Monday Night Football was absolutely awesome last night, right? First, the Steelers and Browns in the snow, right? And then this game here last night. So some really good football the last couple of weeks. Bo Nix looks pretty good, right? So I guess two things can be true, right? I didn't believe Russell Wilson was washed up, who just went for 414 yards, by the way. But I didn't think Russell Wilson was washed up. I just thought Sean Payton, for some reason, well, we heard Russell was a little Hollywood. Sean ain't really with that. He's an old school coach, right? So it's just water and oil, just didn't mix. But to try to put the narrative out that Russell was washed up, I wasn't buying it, right? Just say, hey, we not seeing eye to eye. We think Russ would be a good fit somewhere, but to eat up all that dead money looked like Russell's just terrible and just a cancer, and I wasn't buying it, right? So, and shout out to Pittsburgh. Kudos to Pittsburgh for taking the chance on. They only paying him like $2 million, right? So, shout out to Pittsburgh for kicking the tires on him and giving him a real shot, and he's taking advantage. Like Russ is balling over there, right? So, but Bo Nix, so Russ is a good QB, and saying like Sean Payton really did just need his guy running his offense, right? Bo Nix looks good. Like, I was a little skeptical. I felt like the offense was a little collegey, right? He had the offense a little collegey for him, but I mean they look good. They put up 41. Granted, Jameis Winston threw 2 pick sixes, but like Jameis Winston helped with the 40 points. But Nick still looked good. Like the throw to Mims, the 92-yard touchdown to Mims was money, absolute money, right? So shout out to Bo Nix and Sean Payton. Hey, baby girl, how you doing, Renata? Jameis Winston is becoming a national treasure, right? Like, this dude is must-see TV. We have to get him in more primetime games, right? He's just a joy to watch, because it's either going to be glorious like it was in Pittsburgh, or it's going to be a train wreck like it was in Denver. Right? So 400-something yards, right? 4 touchdowns, 3 picks, 2 pick sixes. And the last pick six was so bad. How is the throw so bad where the guy that picked you off falls flat on his back, lays there for about 2 to 3 seconds, get up, and then run the ball in? What? Dude caught the ball, fell, boom, almost knocked himself out. Had to, then get up and run it in. Like, what? The throw was that bad? Like he fell down and laid on the ground for 2-3 seconds. Then got up and ran it in. Well, play cuz K Boogie in the building. What's up, K? See, I got my blue cup, man. Got my blue cup. I'm good, sweetheart. I'm glad you came through. Jameis Winston, dude, is becoming must-see TV. a national treasure. I'm glad to see Jameis doing good, doing good. Cause that Elijah Moore and Jerry Judy look like a pretty nice duo, right? With Jameis quarterbacking. I don't know what this means for Deshaun Watson. Said Carl Winston two-faced. I know, he looks really, really good. And then cause like to throw up the same to Njoku, the touchdown, I was like, oh man, Jameis, that's a throw. And then you turn around and throw those 2 pick sixes, and it's like, Jameis, what you doing, baby? What we doing? Hey, look, he looks like a all pro and a bum in the same game, right? But them post game interviews are gold. That boy said, deliver me from these pick sixes. It's the 30 for 30. All right. So on to this week's Did You See That Moment? This week's Did You See That Moment comes from the Jets and the Seahawks game, where Aaron Rodgers has blown yet another game. Let's go check that out.
Seahawks load.
All right, just going in. Oh no. Oh no. Aaron Rodgers, that's a 300-pound lamb. You can catch him, can't you? You got him, Aaron. You don't got him.
Is he going to take it to the house?
92 yards. Wow.
A pick six.
You threw a pick six, a 92-yard pick six to a 300-pound lineman, Aaron Rodgers. So could nobody catch him?
Well, this is cover zero, Adam.
They don't cover zero. Like they have safety back.
And you're going to see Leonard Williams pop out. That's his job. When you bring pressure like that, you have to have underneath defenders. He's taking a page out of J.J. Watt's book, popping out, picking off the ball, and taking it to the house. What a momentum.
Oh, my. Then Rodgers said, and I quote, I would like to play in 2025. Where are you playing? Who wants this on their team? Like, who wants 92-yard pick sixes to D-lineman? Who's signing up for that? I'll pass. So you might need to go home, but you got that nice man Robert Saleh 5 for no reason at all, and you the problem. You. I almost said something. You the problem, Aaron Rodgers. But I told y'all this was gonna happen, right? I said Aaron Rodgers is gonna destroy this team. They were on the verge of being a playoff team. They was on the verge of actually doing something. Aaron Rodgers is gonna destroy their team. It's the team. I called it. Like I called it. I literally called it. It's cool though. It's cool. So college football playoff. Let me pull this picture up. So I got More K Boogie said it was a thing of beauty to watch live on TV. I bet it was. I bet it was. I've been waiting on this. I was like, yeah, man, he gonna blow that team up. They swerving down. They going to the Super Bowl. That's all they were missing was a top-notch QB, and you still missing a top-notch QB because he ain't it. He finna go play Madden or something. But he ain't playing in the NFL. And nobody signing up for that. All right, so I got the rankings of the first 18 teams, I think. DJ put it up, let them check that out. So the first 18 teams. The reason I went to the first 18 because you got Arizona State and Iowa State gonna be playing for a conference championship. That team is getting in, right? So that's why I stopped at 18. But you got Tulane in here, South Carolina. With South Carolina, you can make a case South Carolina deserves a spot. Ole Miss, Alabama, Clemson, Boise State, Indiana, SMU, Tennessee. Now I'm curious to see where Tennessee is gonna fall. You got Miami ranked number 6, who may not make it, right? So I think if it started today, per their formula, Alabama would be in and Miami would be out, even though Alabama's ranked 13 and Miami's ranked 6. So make that one make sense. Make that one make sense, right? So Notre Dame at 5, Penn State at 4, right? You got Texas. Texas still got to play Georgia for the SEC championship. I don't even see Georgia. Where's Georgia? Georgia's 7, right? So I don't know how that's gonna go. What's gonna happen to the loser of that game? Like if Georgia loses close to the number 3 team, does Georgia drop or does Georgia stay where they are? You know what I'm saying? Shit, my girl now said about them Ducks. We know Oregon getting there, right? Unless they got a conference championship. Who they got in the conference championship, baby girl? But unless they went to bed in the conference championship, Boog said he gonna send me the actual rankings. All right. Let me see what you got. Appreciate that, man. Man, you know that's why I love this show, man. Cause y'all be having your boy back. Ooh, y'all be having your boy back. I really appreciate it. All right, so we got Oregon at 1, Boise State at 4, Texas at 2, SMU at 8. Those teams will have a bye if it started today. Arizona State, Penn State will play each other. Tennessee, Ohio State will play each other. Alabama, Notre Dame, which would be awesome. I would love to see that one. Georgia and Indiana, Indiana. Y'all know what Georgia's going to do to Indiana if that game stands, right? They got, she said they got Penn? Woo! That's going to be a tough one. But yeah, so I just, like, it's going to be, we went to, well, I ain't going to say we, they went to the 12-team playoff to eliminate chaos, and that was just more chaos on a more grander scale, because now you still, like, you don't know who the hell going to be in here. Because to have Tennessee not in here, Tennessee could possibly be out, and Tennessee has, to me, Tennessee deserves to be in. Tennessee deserves to be in more than Georgia, if you ask me, but Georgia got, and Alabama got big wins. They got wins over top, over ranked teams. I think Alabama got more top 25 wins than anybody, but they got 3 losses though. So how do you weigh that? So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. I think that's saying this projected bracket. So I mean, I think they releasing the rankings tonight, ain't they? As we speak. So I'll probably come back and give my opinion on what's doing what once the rankings are official. But we still gotta wait for championships. Like these championships games still got to be played, which is gonna shake everything up once again. So, but this is what I love about college football, though. It's anybody can win it, and giving 12 teams a shot versus the 4, and you kind of politicking. To me, the 4-team playoff, it was kind of like who's gonna bring in the most money. What best teams are gonna bring in the most money? It was a money grab, but I feel like with this and it's more, more teams really get a shot. JG, what's up? I think Clemson and SMU in. No, he said he think Alabama will be out. And I can understand Alabama being out because they got their 3-loss team, right? But they got more top 25 wins than anybody. So it's a reason they got 3 losses, but they playing tougher competition, right? So we'll see. We'll see what they say. So what you think SMU gonna do, JG? I'm a little curious about SMU in there. All right, so got week 11. No, this ain't week 11. What week is this? 13, 14? I ain't changed. I'm sorry, I ain't changed the week on my outline. So week 13 was Cowboys or what? 5 and 7, 12. So week 13. All right, so week 13 games. You're gonna DJ hit that beat. Pick these games for you. You think SMU gonna crush Clemson? Wilson. Man, it's gonna be crazy. All right, so Thursday night football, we got the Packers and the Lions. I think the Packers are my dark horse team in the NFC. With what's going on with San Fran, I'm almost about ready to put a fork in San Fran. So it's looking like 3-team race with Philly, Detroit, Green Bay. Right? So, Philly, Detroit, Green Bay. Those are my 3 teams. I think it's going to come down to those 3 in the NFC. So, and you got 2 playing. So, I think this game can go, this game can have major impact on postseason seeds. I'm going to say that. I'll be watching it. Packers at the Lions. Give me the Packers. I'm going to take the Packers. So I don't know if y'all noticed this, but ever since the Packers have brought Robert Saleh on as a consultant, I want to say they're like 5-1, right? The defense has, you can tell somebody else in the building, their defense done went up a notch. Like, they balling. They're deep balling. So I think that D is going. You got Detroit, Joe. Now I think the Pack gonna get everybody's attention Thursday night. Jets, Dolphins in Miami. Give me Miami. The Jets are trash. Falcons versus the Vikings in Minnesota. Give me Minnesota. The Atlanta Falcons gonna be looking to Kirk Cousins. Looking to Michael Penix Jr. here in a minute, which I know is gonna warm my heart because I was driving the Michael Penix Jr. bandwagon when he was in college, right? What JC said. Ain't no way you gonna smash Clemson. The two-bit lines. Well, y'all wild. All right, so we got the Saints and the Giants in New York. The New York Giants are an absolute joke. They a bad week. Remember, it was Carolina. That was the bad weekend. Now it's the Giants. The Giants are a bad week now. So give me the Saints over the Giants. Panthers, Eagles in Philly. I'm going to pick the Eagles because I have no respect for the Panthers, but I think this game going to be closer than what you think. I'm slick. Oh, look at that point spread. If that point spread too big, I might put me a couple dollars on Carolina with the points. I think I may do that. Well, boy, JG said, okay, yeah, our Dallas Cowboys done. They need to start Trey Lance. Thank you so much. I think a lot of us feel like that, but I'm gonna get to the Cowboys here in a minute. Let me get through picking these games. So, Browns, Steelers, and Pittsburgh, the rematch of the snow game. Will we get another Jameis Winston moment, right? I don't think so. I think the Steelers revenge the loss a couple weeks ago. Give me the Steelers at home. Raiders versus the Bucks and Tampa. Bucks playing ball, man. Give me the Bucks. Jaguars versus the Titans in Tennessee. Mac Jones looked all right coming in out. We know for Trevor Lawrence, but I don't know. Both of these teams been like on some real mid-grade type. Give me the Titans. Give me the Titans over the Jaguars in Tennessee. Seahawks, Cardinals, and Arizona. Give me Arizona. I think Arizona gonna take that division. Bills, Rams in LA. The Bills are number 2 in my top 5. Okay, this is what we finna do. When I get through picking the games, I'm gonna give y'all my top 5 teams in the NFL right now. It may shock you, it may not. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get into the topics. I'm not giving up until we are officially out of play. Preach, Joe. I'm telling you something, they mess around and beat Cincinnati Monday. Oh my, I'm finna act a fool, Jack. All right, so Chargers, Chiefs, Sunday Night Football in Arrowhead. Give me the Chargers. They get by the Chiefs 28-24. The referees will not be able to save Kansas City. I think Kansas City make it close to the end, right? What's it, Clemson? My boy JT said Clemson not overrated, but you will see come Saturday. Tune in. Boy, y'all, that's what I'm talking about. I want to see. All right, y'all. So Bengals, Cowboys, Monday Night Football. Cowboy Nation, don't be mad at me, y'all. Don't be mad at me. All right, so I'm hoping I'm wrong. I think the Cowboys come out. If I ain't mistaken, D-Law will be back, right? I think the defense comes out, puts up a fight. We may even have the lead, but just cool Joe in the fourth quarter, bro. I don't know if we can play well enough to hold Joe off in the fourth. I don't. So I'm gonna pick the Bengals to beat us. Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Bengals to beat us in a close one. 30-24 Bengals. I hope I'm wrong, right? Hopefully, this is me saying we get some sacks, but Joe don't turn the ball over. Now, if Joe turns his ball over a couple times, Cowboys win it, right? But I'm thinking Joe probably take some sacks, but I don't think Joe will turn he won't throw that pick, right? He won't throw that Jameis Winston pick 6. He won't make that play. So I think Joe Walker's down in the 4th, man, to slip by us. I'm taking the Bengals 30-24. Like I said, forgive me, Cowboy Nation. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll see. See, and that's another thing. So we got Cooper Rush and Joe Burrow. Like, that ain't even no comparison. Like, Joe Burrow's way better than Cooper Rush, right? So, yeah. Yeah, Joe said our defense will win the game with a pick. It's what it's going to take, Joe. I think it's going to take a couple of, like, game-changing plays. Micah Parsons is going to have to make a sack fumble that'll flip the field. Diggs or Bland going to have to get one, flip the field for us. Like, it's going to have to be a couple free touchdowns or gimme touchdowns by the defense / special teams. If that happens, then I think we can get them, Joe. So, all right, so those are my picks. Won't say never did nothing for you. All right, let's get into these topics. Do my state of the Cowboys. What I think about Mike McCarthy. What I don't think about Mike McCarthy. All right, state of the Cowboys. So D-Law is coming. I thought D-Law was coming back, Joe. Yeah. So like I said, I think they're trying to make some plays, man. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have that much faith in Cooper Rush to outplay Joe Burrow. I just don't. So it's gonna have to be defensive special teams if we do sneak past. So state of the Cowboys tanking. What I think about us tanking. I know SMU can ball. They can put up numbers. That we'll run the check up on you. So part of me wants all of me wants Travis Henry. I want Travis Henry in Dallas, right? But I don't want to go through what needs to happen in order for us to get Trevor. Otherwise, us just laying down and losing 11-12. I ain't with that. I'm not, bro. I'm not. Especially if we can win. Nah, if we can win, man, what are we doing? Why are we doing all this work in the off season? Why are we going through training camps? Why are we going through practices if we're not coming out here trying to win a game, right? So, I would love to have an Aston Genty or Travis. I would love to have one of those guys. I'm not willing to just roll over and play dead. I'm not willing to do that. I want to see my boys compete and sport. Yeah, if we can't make the playoff, I want to knock some people out. And we started on Thanksgiving. We knocked the Giants out the playoff, and we need to knock some more people out the playoff if we don't make it. That's what I want to see. Like the Cowboys, me. That's what I want to see. I want to see my team knock some teams out the playoffs. Before we go home. That's what I want, right? So. And then on top of that, my boy Joe said, I want to see the Cowboys win every game. Man, preach, Joe. So, on top of that, you got Micah Parsons, who's playing for a contract. And I really think Micah Parsons is trying to show Jerry and the front office that he can lead the team as well as Dak Prescott, right? There's no Dak. So, who's going to step up and be their leader? Micah Parsons like, hey, I got it. As long as I'm on the team, we're going to fight. So, you got Micah Parsons, who's playing for a contract, who's trying to show this front office that I can't lead the team. I can't put the team on my back. You got D-Law, who's made it clear he's not retiring. He's looking to play past, this year. So, he's playing for a contract, right? So, I don't see the guys tanking. I think we were just severely outmanned, right? Talent matters in this league, and it goes a long way. Right? So we didn't have the talent for a minute. But the talent coming back, right? So the defense gonna be nasty. So I don't know. I think the Cowboys gonna be a little scrappy coming down the stretch, and I'm cool with it. I'm gonna see how many parties we can spoil before we get on up out of here, right? Real quick, Mike McCarthy. Now, before I say this, I've been on the fence about Mike Zimmer. My initial thought with Mike Zimmer was he need players. He don't have the personnel to do what he really want to do on defense. And for that, I give him a pass because he got just ravaged with injuries, right? So I give Mike Zimmer a pass. And now you're starting to see the pieces come back. The defense is starting to show signs of life, right? Like I said, talent goes a long way. Well, what JG said, Cooper Rush isn't the starting QB at all. Nah, he not, man. In the ACC, but they going down Saturday. Oh man, y'all, hey, I can't. I might be tagging both of y'all doing this, doing the ACC championship. Yeah, but I think you like I said, the defense been showing signs of life with the players coming back. So I really want to bring Mike Zimmer back and just really let him get the D tackles he needs so he can do what he really want to do on defense. I honestly believe Mike Zimmer can put a Super Bowl caliber defense on the field. The problem is the guy on the other side of the ball. And it's been this way for the past 5 years. Whenever we are in the big game that we need to win, right? It's always offense. It's always offense, right? So I say sometimes it's the defense. Like the defense didn't show up in the Green Bay game playoffs last year. But more times than not, the defense has shown up. Man, it's been the offense. You know, like all of the San Francisco games, it's been the offense. Right? So it's you, Mike. Like, because first you saying, all right, so let's bring up Kellen Moore. Let's bring up Kellen Moore. So I take Saleh too. I take Robert Saleh too. I would too. We getting healthy at the right time. It's a shame we don't. Woo, boy, we be here if we had that. Because I honestly think we'd be Philly and Houston if we had that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we 2 games better. I think we 7-5 versus 5-7. All right, so, but Kellen Moore, right? So Kellen Moore's the offensive coordinator, and Mike McCarthy wanted Kellen Moore gone because we just we're not running the ball like we need to run the ball. So I'm gonna take over play calling, and we gonna run the ball like we should run the ball. Meanwhile, you got your backup quarterback throwing the ball 50 times. I'm gonna say that again. You got your backup quarterback throwing the ball 50 times when you got Dalvin Cook, who you refusing to play, and Rico Dowdle, who clearly can run the ball. He clearly can run the ball. We clearly should have been feeding Rico Dowdle. Right? But you wanted Kellen Moore gone because we didn't have a commitment to running the ball. Meanwhile, Saquon Barkley has ran himself in the MVP conversation under Kellen Moore. So was it really Kellen Moore that didn't want to run the ball? Was it really Kellen Moore, Mike, or was it you? Was it you, the same guy? Because I see Kellen Dowling the hell out some run plays in Philly right now. And I'm watching you with a backup quarterback throwing the ball 50 times. So, seems like to me, maybe Kellen wasn't the problem. Clearly, Kellen looks like a great offensive coordinator now in Philly. Has no problem running the ball in Philly. Has no problem getting the running back involved in Philly. But yeah, while he was under you, for some reason, he just couldn't run the ball. He just was refusing to commit to the run. Well, thank you, K Boogie. Kellen is running the hell out of Saquon. But I don't know, Mike. It's giving liar to me. That's what I'm getting, liar. Like you smiled and lied all the way through this process. You lied on your resume. You lied in the interview. Right? And here we are. We all see that you were lying, and now we have to, suffer through this for 5 years. These 12-win teams that can't run the ball nor stop the run. We all know how far that's gonna get you in the playoffs, right? So I don't know, Mike. I fought for you. I really did, but my boy Joe said if Cooper Rush can manage the game without turning the ball over, we winning against Cincy. I believe I can see that. I can see that, Joe. But another thing, KaVontae Turpin, right? KaVontae Turpin has picked up the name fastest man in the NFL because he took a simple slant route, boom, ran to the bus, 22.36 miles per hour, fastest time clocked by any ball carrier this year. This is the same league with Tyreek Hill in it. So you telling me Tyreek Hill hadn't ran as fast as KaVontae Turpin did on this slant, right? But yet we lined him up outside against 6'2" corners that can jam him and press him. What? Fastest man in the league, and this dude should have 3 routes: a drag, a slant, and a go, which all should be ran out of the slot. KaVontae Turpin should be hid to where you can't press him, or he has to get a free release off the line, and we running one of them 3 routes: a drag, a slant, or a go. I don't care, right? Either one. But we got him lined up outside, got him fighting press man coverage. Just idiotic. Just real dumb, right? So, it's just real dumb. No screen, no bubble screens to him. Like, you got the fastest dude in the league, literally. You can't get the ball from him. Dumb. Who's covering Chase? I hope if Diggs back, Diggs got that. And Bland had problems with them big receivers, right? So I'm a little interested to see how Bland gonna handle T. Higgins. But Bland been doing this thing, man. Like Bland, they don't even want to throw over Bland weight, right? So, but I think Bland and Diggs, if they playing, can handle it. I so hate what happened to Josh Butler. He was looking real good. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but Diggs not playing. Oh my! If Diggs not playing, yeah, we're gonna have hell lot of Jamar Chase if Diggs not playing. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So Bland gonna have to do his best Diggs impersonation, and the other corner's just gonna get help. That's how I'm going about it, right? We're gonna help the other guy. Bland, you got it, baby. Give me what you got. All right, so I talked about KaVontae Turpin. I'm in on Rico Dowdle. So y'all saw Rico Dowdle. We saw Rico Dowdle in the Steelers game week 5, right? Steelers game week 5. We said, man, we actually ran the ball pretty good. What you think about Kansas City versus the Raiders and oh my God. All right, so I'm sorry about that. My Power 5, my top 5 teams in the NFL. And I'm happy you said that, Joe, because I left somebody out. At number 5, I got the Green Bay Packers. Who I said I had at number 4? Number 4, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 3, I got the Philadelphia Eagles. Number 2, I got the Buffalo Bills. Number 1, I got the Detroit Lions. Right? So, you probably wonder, man, where are the Kansas City Chiefs? Where are the reigning Super Bowl champs, right? I'm not sold on Kansas City. They've been skating by too much. Somebody gonna take it behind the woodshed and, doing real bad. Now, it may happen right before the playoffs. It may happen in the playoffs. But this looked like Philly when they were 10-1, skating by, and everybody was like, dude, y'all really don't look that good. somebody gonna spank y'all. Remember I was saying it to the Philly fans all that year, man. Somebody gonna spank y'all, bro. Y'all not looking good. This is a terrible 10-1, right? So this is the same thing with Kansas City. They not looking good, and the referees have been, helping. I don't know how the hell to put that, because I've never seen when an O-line walks up to the ball, to answer your question, Joe. When the O-line walks up to the ball, right, and the center is the only one that hikes the ball, or the center the only one that moves, that's normally a false start, right? Then from what the commentators are saying, everybody wasn't set, which makes it illegal formation. Like, guys really wasn't even set. He just hiked the ball. So it should have been false start. Anyway, should have been no play. Should have been no play. So, and you find a way to give it to Kansas. Like, I was like, wow, dude. Like, I could not believe what I was saying. I was like, wow, so we just gonna find a way to give Kansas City this ball, right? So I don't think that's gonna work through the postseason. I don't. There'll be no Las Vegas Raiders teams in the postseason. You're gonna have to play teams like Buffalo that hung 30 on them, right? So I don't. They gonna get theirs, so I'm with you. The Raiders got robbed, but Kansas City gonna get theirs. I don't think. I'm not sold on Kansas City, and the reason being these short off seasons gonna catch up to you at some point, bro. Like, they've been either in the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl pretty much every year for the last 5 to 7 years. That's some 5 to 7 years of short off seasons. Like, the injury bug is gonna come derail you at some point, right? So I don't, I'm not sold on Kansas City. I'm not. All right, so Rico Dowdle. So we saw Rico Dowdle in the Pittsburgh game week 5. We was like, man, Rico really running that ball, So why aren't we going to more of a power game and feeding Rico? Because we desperately need a running game. We should be trying to take anything that works. This clearly works. The Steelers are not chopped liver up front. This is one of the best front sevens in the league. And we was able to run the ball like that on them. Right? So why don't we do more of that? Now I'm going to play Zeke again. What? I'm so sick of this dude, bro. Like, I'm so sick. Like, he has to go, man. Like, he has to go. And I know a lot of y'all were in the uproar when the Swifty Chiefs. I know a lot of y'all was in the uproar when Jerry Jones said that he don't see it far-fetched that Mike McCarthy would get a contract extension. But what are you supposed to say? Like, as the owner, what are you supposed to say? Well, now he ain't getting no contract. I'm finna fire his ass soon as we 18 up. You're not gonna say that, right? Especially if he's trying to get the team to wake up and fight. You trying to get the team to wake up and fight, right? Because Cowboy Nation had enough, dude. We about to, the boycott was on. Yeah, the boycott was on. We about to stop coming to games. I know I had to stop buying Cowboys gear. I was done. All right? You got to do better than what you're doing. So the boycott was on. So Jerry, and shout out to y'all Cowboy Nation that boycotted. All right? But the boycott was on, bro. Like, something had to change, right? So put Zeke on what you mean? Hell no, okay, Boogie. But yeah, so I mean, something had to change, and lo and behold, we start, running Rico again. You see the Giants game, first time a Cowboys back went for over 100 yards, and I don't know how long. But my question is, you saw this back in week 5, bro. We in week 14, 13, 14. Why are we just not doing this 8 weeks later? When you started in week 5, like. But anyway. But Jerry has to give Mike McCarthy a vote of confidence because he has to finish this season out, because Jerry's not going to fire him, because Jerry don't want to pay him for sitting at home. So what is he gonna say when they ask him about a contract extension? He has to say the PC thing. He has to be correct, politically correct, right? But believe you me, if Mike McCarthy was gonna get an extension, he'd already have it. He'd already have it. The fact that he don't have it lets you know everything you need to know. He's out of here. Joe said, I actually like Mike McCarthy. I hope he stays with the Cowboys. But it's a water boy or something. I'm good, man. Mike and Dip, man. Mike lied the whole time. I'm good on Mike. Hell, at this point, I'm thinking we should have kept Kellen around. And another thing, you know, the reports are saying that Jerry likes Saleh and Cliff Kingsbury. Don't rule out Kellen Moore as your next head coach. Don't rule that out. Because we all know how Jerry feels about Kellen. It's clear that Jerry wants to keep Kellen. He listened to Mike and let Kellen go. Right? Now he got Philly about to go into the playoffs. Possibly the 1 seed in the NFC. So, don't be surprised if Kellen Moore coming to Dallas as the head coach is one of the storylines this offseason. Right? I wouldn't be surprised. We know Jerry loves him. And Kellen has redeemed himself in Philly, right? So I can see it, but I take Robert Saleh. Give me Robert Saleh or Mike Vrabel. Those are my first two choices. All right, so that's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all coming out, kicking and chilling with your boy, man. Can you dig it? Next week it'll be next Wednesday. We'll be back on our regular scheduled day, Wednesday. We do 6:30. I'm see check with my producer if 6:30 available next Wednesday. It'll be 6 to 6:30 next Wednesday. But it'll be next Wednesday. So catch you next Wednesday. Until then, Mr. Cowboy Nation is challenging you not to be good, but to be great.